Hello, this is Will the Dreamer coming to you for the second episode of Dreamer in the Heartland, and this time it's about Tom Ann, a patriot and a very successful business person from this area. I will tell it in two parts: his service as a patriot, as a veteran, and also a second part, a very successful person, and I want to bring highlights to the veterans. So first of all, Tom Ann, he grew up between Marble Hill and Advance. And as a young person, he grew up on a farm. His dad owns a farm, and later on, his dad went into construction business. Just like and any teens during the Vietnam War, he joined the service. He went to Fort Leonard Wood, and for those, I'll give a little bit detail. For the veterans, I'll give a little bit detail. He went to Fort Polk in Louisiana for paratroop training, and then went to Fort Campbell, and then he was sent overseas. Conditions are not really very easy. When he was sent over by the cargo army plane, that's standing room only and it's hot. And when they landed on the West Coast, they were sent over by boat. Also, double-decker canned food, and it's very hot. They arrived in Philippines by boat, by ship, and they didn't get out, and then they went straight to Saigon. Now, Tom and his company were stationed between Saigon and Da Nang, and conditions are rather miserable because it's hot and wet with monsoon. In the highland, it's slightly better. Now, let's talk about the battlefield. When you are in the battle, there's really no hot food. You eat canned food, and in the evening, when you go back, you may have some hot food at the base. Tom's company has two duties. One is to sweep the mines and find out where the traps are, and also radio back to send B-52 to bomb the enemies. Now, Tom was there, and he served for about 2 years. He sustained 2 injuries and earned 2 Purple Hearts. One is a shrapnel to his left leg, one is a shrapnel to his left arm. Now, let me tell you a little bit how he was treated. For minor injuries, they put you to the medical tent at the base, and they treated you. For more serious injury, they'll take you back to Saigon. So Tom was treated at the base and was sent back to service. On the lighter side, Tom mentioned that there's plenty of beer. Beers were plentiful, and also that the Army gave everybody a shot in the buttock, because 18, 19-year-olds are interested in opposite sex, and the going price at that time was $2. So the Army wants to keep everybody healthy. Tom served for a little bit less than 2 years, and he made his way back to the United States. This time, he came back on a 707. It's a lot more comfortable with food there, so being served, and seats. He landed in Alaska, and then he was sent to San Francisco. Now, one thing that happened that strikes Tom a lot was that when he landed in San Francisco, outside the airport, there are people demonstrating against the war, and they hailed insults to the veterans. And Tom was really hurt, because some of the people he knew, his friends, passed away on the battlefield. And the veterans and the soldiers serve our country. They really don't deserve being yelled at for political reasons. Now, this starts the second part of Tom's journey. He came back to Missouri. He tried the GI Bill and went to college for 2 years. He found out that college is not for him. So he went to work for an insurance company in Kirkwood, St. Louis. Tom has a very good business mind. He found out that everybody need a pre-op physical for insurance purposes, and he started setting up his own sideline business, have healthcare personnel buy EKG and other machines to start that business. And for some time, it started building up to be its own company. And over time, for a few years, Tom sold, even though he sold the company, even though he worked for an insurance company, his own the pre-physical company was worth $600,000. Now, that may be in the 80s, which will be well worth about $4 to $5 million in today's dollars. However, Tom wasn't satisfied. He went into construction. I joked with him, your father was in business. Did he help you? He said, no. I just worked on my own, and if I have questions, my father was able to help me. Tom nowadays owns a very successful construction business, as well into his early 70s, enjoying his life a lot, goes to the gym every day, play golf with his buddies on the weekends, and enjoy traveling. I joke with him that I traveled overseas, usually with a travel company, with a group of people. Tom is a free spirit. Given the financial resources, he pretty much travel with another couple and enjoy a lot of other places around the world. He's conscientious. He need to get back to work. Very important. Not only that, Tom never forgot his roots. He served as a volunteer once or twice a month in Perryville during the Veterans Breakfast. He served there and has a very happy life and served the country as a patriot and a very successful business person. I would take this opportunity to also mention that some of the veterans, not everybody adjusted very well after the war, and some needed more help. The veterans serve us, and it's our opportunity. If there's chances, we should also find chances to serve the veteran. Again, please send in your dreams, your ideals to my Facebook page and grade yourself how things are going. Are you getting closer to your goals? Hopefully this episode will give you some idea about people from local area, their education, and their success. So send it in, and I would love to hear from you. So until we meet again, God bless.